Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Another hopefully short video, just trying to catch up before we get to Christmas with some of the products that I just haven't got round to showing you and talking about, just in case any of you are still interested and looking to buy some last minute Christmas gifts, or more likely treat yourselves after Christmas or for New Year. So I have a that's not the word, a slightly fraught relationship with Chantecaille as a brand, because I do love some of their products, specifically some of the eyeshadows I've had over the years. And I do love the concept, the idea of supporting the environment and particularly wildlife. But I do think their products are hideously overpriced. I do think the quality is variable of the makeup, is what I'm talking about, because I haven't really used any of their skincare for many years, and I do read good things about the skincare, but I just haven't splashed out on that. And I also think that the kind of commitment to ecology and wildlife is a bit performative, if I'm honest, but that's probably true of a lot of brands and maybe a lot of us, so I wouldn't be too harsh about that. But you know how I criticise their abundant packaging. When you buy the tiniest item and have it sent, you get a great big box and a lot of paper and filler. So that's kind of the bad part. But as I say, some of their products I have loved, and I keep getting drawn in, even when I say that's a ridiculous price, I'm not going to buy that. And I was drawn into the Chantecaille Lotus collection, which is their holiday collection, although it's not particularly festive. It's more like a summer collection, to my way of thinking. I believe there was a blush, possibly a highlighter. I'm not sure what else, but I was taken with this fella, which is a Blur Glow Powder. So you have heard me waxing lyrical all too often about the Hermes Plein Air Nuage blurring powder, and you'll hear more about this before the year is over, I'll warrant, which I love, and it's something that I need because I have pretty obvious enlarged pores around my chin and nose now. So blurring powder is definitely something I'm interested in. I haven't really over the years worn a fixing powder very much at all because I haven't needed that. So I saw good reviews of the Chantecaille one, which, to be fair, they're a bit kind of, what's the word, a bit opaque about whether it's a blur powder or a glow powder, because to my way of thinking, it's a bit difficult to be both. Glow to me is, giving a light and shade, and blur is, well, what it says, blurring. But anyway, they're attempting to do both. So this is their Radiant Perfect Glow Powder. Let's admire the packaging. I'm in two minds about it. It's quite pretty. It's this kind of mint colour with the gold lotus on the top. It's very textural, at different kind of heights. And we'll see that that's repeated inside with the powder. Now, I have used this powder quite a bit. Doesn't really look like it, so the engraving stays for quite a while. And I don't know if you can see, but as well as the kind of engravings on it, this is textured as well. It's sort of bumpy in places. It's this kind of slightly warm gold colour in the pan, which I was a bit dubious about. I don't know that we're going to see very well on a kind of finger and hand demo what it does. because it's fairly subtle. It's certainly a very subtle glow. I have to say, I don't see much glow using it. It does blur a little bit. It has that function. And in the sense that it is the colour that it is, although fairly traceless on the skin, I can see that that would be a point in its favour over the Hermes white powder, which again is fairly translucent when it goes on. But you can see there is a bit more colour there. Now, I hope you can see that that's blurring more as well. I think it's a better blurring powder. I've got pale skin, and so the whiteness doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't show, it doesn't create any flashback or anything like that. But I can see if you had darker skin, and indeed I mistakenly put on one of my summer foundations the other day and it was a bit more noticeable, then that would be a plus in favour of the Chantecaille version. They're similar prices actually, which shows you how expensive Chantecaille is. So it's a decent product, but overall I think I do prefer the Hermes version personally. No glow from that. It doesn't claim to be a glow. It's a blurrer. But I didn't find there was much glow on this one. So that was the powder. And I also, after much umming and ahhing, in fact, I don't think I even bought them together. I think I bought them separately. I'm a sucker for lipsticks this year, and I've hardly used most of them. This is their Lip Crystal in Pink Opal. I did not need this. I did not need any lipsticks. But when I show you, you can see what the attraction is for me. All that pretty, pretty, pretty glitter. Yeah. It is throughout the bullet, because you can see where I've used it. There's still signs of glitter. It's a very subtle, glittery sheen. There you are, you can see it a little bit like that. Quite expensive as well, as these things are. Shall we compare it with last year's Tom Ford? Obviously, much lighter. I mean, I still just take this out occasionally and look at it. You can see I've hardly used it. I may take it with me for Christmas. Coming off much lighter, but also the glitter is much less kind of bitty, glittery inside. So they are different, but whether they're different enough to validate spending over 2 years, I'm guessing the two together must have been pushing £100, is, I think, very much open to debate. But they are my weakness at the moment, these glittery, shiny lipsticks. So that was the Pink Opal lipstick. Lip Shine, is it called? Lip gloss? Lip Crystal from Chantecaille. So overall, they're both a plus from me, but not a you must rush out and buy them plus. And I still think Chantecaille is a bit overpriced, but there we go. They know what they can get out of us and what they can do to make us get our purses and credit cards out. Anyway, I hope to speak to you again very soon with some more products that I failed to tell you about in time. Until then, take care of yourselves and bye for now.